Welcome back. So, when we talk about mental health and physical health, there's a big dichotomy here. And this concept that these two things are completely separate is a concept that has been back and forth for as long as humans have really considered this topic. The idea, is the body and the mind one thing, or is the body completely separated from the mind? And I think most people these days, most people in the fields of neuroscience and so on, effectively believe that it's a bit of both. The mind, it's still not fully understood as to the exact way it works, the exact way consciousness functions, but it is still linked to the physicality of our body. If we don't have a physical body, then we don't have a functioning brain. If we aren't supplying nutrients to our brain, then we cease to exist. And so when we consider that, our brain is an organ within our body, like our liver, like our lungs. It is something that functions the best when our body is in the best condition. And often when mental health is talked about, when the idea of mental health is discussed, people like to act as if exists solely in its own little world, and that good mental health can be had in a separate entity from good physical health. And now I'm not here to say that having good physical health can solve absolutely every mental condition out there. But I do believe that it can help every mental condition out there. I believe that if you are not working, or at least trying in some capacity to improve your physical health, then your mental health will suffer. And you will not be giving your brain the best chance it has at having good mental health. And so it doesn't really matter what the mental condition you have is, whether it's anxiety, whether it's depression, whether it's ADHD, whatever it may be. The research in this area is abundantly clear as to why physical fitness and good health help these conditions. And it becomes a two-way street, because the more you can improve the physical, the more you can focus on that, the better the mental comes, which then helps revolve around and allow you to, keep working on your physical health as well. And so when we consider mental health, mental illness, it's a very common topic these days. But what's often overlooked is just how important the physical aspect of our health is when we're considering our mental health. Because they're often talked about as if they have effectively no correlation, as if they exist completely separately from each other. And I've seen that this is simply not true. In so many clients over the years who have struggled with all sorts of different conditions, seeing this myself, dealing with this myself as well, is that mental health and optimal mental health and helping mental health needs to be done with at least an attempt and trying to improve physical health as well. We cannot sit around and act like our brain is going to be in the best condition if we're not feeding our body good nutrition, if we're not feeding it through good exercise and movement. We cannot expect our brain to function in the best possible manner. And so whatever condition you may have, whatever issue you may have going on, building and focusing on your physical health will always be a benefit to you. It'll always help you to deal with and manage whatever mental condition you have in a much, much better way. So don't consider these things as separate. Consider them as all the same. You are one person, and the more you can work on that physical health, the more your mental health will benefit as well.